Oh, what's up, guys? This is Ninja on Ninja. I have a video for you today. It's political. It's psychological. It's a response to this girl. So, you seen her? Boop. Okay. So basically, I had a script. It was deleted. So I'm just gonna give you the overshot. Basically, she's talking about her experience and the video. Oh, real quick, I should mention. Let's see if it'll work because my internet is being funky. Okay, so ex Mormon reacts to South Park, all about Mormons. Okay, now 73,000 views in one day. It's pretty good, pretty good. Cause it's real. It's not this bullshit of you are a puppet and you help create traffic. It's basically what top streamers, top entertainers, everyone that was an overnight success and then forgot about the next day. They basically were brought up, and the reason why they were brought up is to lead you so that they can farm you and make money off of you, and that's what the StarCraft community is and has become. I would argue that the League of Legends crew is, but it's pretty much in there, so that's hard to get out. But there's a lot of these machines that exist to harvest money, and they have a bunch of fakers basically. And you will never get millions and thousands of people like them because they're fake and they have bots and it's artificial and the algorithms favor them. And what I mean is every ad that I get is TikTok, and there's a reason why. It's because they want you to like TikTok. They want you to watch TikTok, like regardless of how you feel about it, it's part of your life now because they're making it part of your life, and that's kind of what's going on. Is this algorithm of randomness is not actually an algorithm? It's not randomness. It's we are controlling what we want you to see, and that's what they're doing. And this is kind of an innocent version of it. That's why it's only had 73,000 views and not 730,000 views, and she has like a million subs and whatever, because it's not artificial bullshit. It's real synthetic. So as much like what I'm doing, and the reason why, like Bernie Sanders, there's a reason why he can't fill a chat room, but he can fill a stadium. This is why Trump can fill a chat room, but he can't fill a fucking garage. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason. Because it's artificial, it's fake, it's synthetic. And that's what's going on. And today I want to talk to you about her and her journey. But again, the script is gone, so I'm just going to wrap it up. But basically, long story short, she goes over her experience and the mockery that the should, because I think South Park makes fun of Mormons and blah blah blah. But the long story short, I think they have a few people that can do this in working at Starbucks or Starbucks, Star South Park. There's a reason why they can think that way. It's because they have people who are high of mind, and there's a reason why people say great minds think alike. Basically, it's because greatness has one answer: two plus two is four, and no matter how you think about it, you're going to come to the same conclusion because it's logical. That's why they like logic, or they favor logic over certain things because there isn't bullshit involved. But lately, there has been bullshit involved, and they're making shit up and they're making words up, and it's starting to fall apart. But basically, you just stand up. And anyways, all that shit aside, if you want to know more, hit me up. I'm a life coach. I'm a League of Legends coach. I'm a life coach. I am the smartest man alive, and I will tell you that, and I'll pull my wing out and I'll pee on your tree because fuck you, bitch, it's my tree. I am the smartest man alive. The biggest tree in the world is mine because that's where I choose it at. Anyways, I'm alpha. I'm king. Okay. So her experience. Now, what I want to say is there is what they call low populace, like a low intelligence, mid intelligence, and then high intelligence, and then there is like godlike intelligence, which is where I am, right? Like there are a few people that reach that, and there are people that are like they're tipping their head in, like they're trying to get in, and they're uh, you know, and they see and they fall, and they see and they fall, but they're almost there. But anyways, and the way you achieve that is you able to understand what they mean by the circle of life. The circle of life, it's what moves us all through faith and hope. You can be part of it, or you can be above it and look from the outside in. That's what it is to be the God intelligence, right? So there is dumb, where it's like you're the center and you're the workforce, right? You're the dumb people. And then middle class, where it's like you have like doctor jobs and whatnot, and you're intelligent, but you're still a fucking idiot. And then there is the smart people, right? Like Neil deGrasse Tyson and whatnot. Like people that actually know stuff, but again, there's still education. And then followed up with God like people, like myself, and I can tell you these things. And not cut them off and tell you this is this how this works, this is how that works, and blah blah blah. Because we have a wisdom or a way to look at things that other people do not have, and they wish they did, and they fake it, but they ain't it. I'm the real thing. So, to sum up her whole experience, she was a slave, and she wasn't a slave, and this is just her looking back at what was. And then the show was making fun of that, basically, for her being a slave and falling for the bullshit, and then getting caught by the spell of kind, like everyone wants to be kind, right? But that Mormon status was undeserved. That was them, like the way I explained, like to Christianity and whatnot. Most religions, it's the ignorant version where you can pretend like you don't know what the fuck's going on, but the world works and you're happy with it. And there's a room that you aren't allowed to go into, but you know that food comes from the room. Stuff that helps you live your life comes from that room. Joy, happy, whatever, like religion, science, whatever it is, astronomy. You think you see the stars, you think you see the edge of the universe, blah blah blah. But for some reason, we can see that far out. But yet, we just recently discovered there's an ocean in the Earth that we didn't know about. Yet we see the edge of the universe. Bullshit. But yeah. So, anyways, she is just going through her experiences, and again, this is a cool little ride. You can shut up and ride with her and listen to her story and enjoy her looking back at what was, because that's all this is, right? It's just her looking back at her history. All about Mormons. Ex-Mormon reacts to South Park, and it's just her going back to that bullshit. But there's nothing new, right? There's nothing to draw from that. Basically, let me read what I wrote down. At the very end, you finally got it, the whole message and the whole point, and the whole concern is that you're living according to what someone else told you, and how to live their life, and that's how you live your life, is according to them and what they told you. And that's basically what Mormon is. Mormonism is. That's essentially what Christianity is. That's what Allah is. That's what that one book that they use. I forgot the name. I don't remember the name. Fuck. Anyways, yeah, it's experience, and that's essentially what it comes down to, is experience. It's either you shut the fuck up and you trust the person that knows, or you don't, right? And the thing is, the American Trump, the president, that used to be the place you'd go for someone who knows. But now it's just, it doesn't matter. America has fallen. And it's fallen to whoever pays the most gets whatever they want. And that's literally, it's just a business now. America has become part of the system. It used to rule above, but now it's part of. Just like Hershey was part of when she was younger, but she grew up and realized what the system was, and she stepped out of it. Right? That's what it is to step out of it. Now understand what you stepped out of it into. I stepped out of it and into something else. That's what I'm telling you. That's how it works. From an ant to a dog to a monkey to a human, you know what I'm saying? Experiences change, basically, right? That's what it is. And one thing I wanted to say too was understand that dinosaurs back in the day were as advanced as us, but not as far as like they'd have, cell phones like us, right? They didn't have this. They didn't have science like we did, but they were good at killing one another. They were good at fighting and surviving and thriving and blah blah blah. That's what they had fucking. That's why crocodiles still exist and they're primal basically, and that's why a shovel can touch their skin and it's like clang. It's like what the fuck are you made of? You know what I'm saying? Like that's part of me. Like your fingernail, that's my back. I don't feel shit. Then that's part of me. You know what I'm saying? That's what life is. Anyways, so there are shamans in the world, and then there are people that pretend to be me, shaman, basically. Or shaman is probably as close to godliness that we have, that we understand it to be. It's people that see systems and how they work, and are able to step out of and watch the machine go on by itself, basically. And that's what she talks about. She sees the system, how it works, and how South Park is making fun of it, drawing conclusions, and she's explaining it, blah, blah, blah. So it was a good listen, it was a good follow, but again, you need a good dad, and you need a good mom, someone to show you the way, right? I had to go without a dad. I had to replace my dad with like I had a dad. Don't get me wrong. It's just he was kind of like just kind of like basically very quiet, very just passive, right? He was a father. He was there, but it's just because my mom was fucking a crazy ass bitch that he was kind of quiet. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I lived in my life and how I've existed and why I live without ego because he taught me how to live without ego. But because I was actually so fucking good that people were intimidated, even though I had no ego present, and it was crazy. So I had to live with people fearing my ego, even though there was no ego. And that's just how dominant I was. But and now I've realized it, and I've unleashed it, and now people can't fucking compare, and I'm top dog off as fuck. But anyways, people, be happy, be safe. That video she posted was cool. I wish my script was still here. There were some points she touched on that was really fucking good. And my insight on top of that, like again, it would have brought you up. But anyways, that's it. Be well, be happy, be safe, be strong, be loved, take care, and have a great day. Don't let the door hit you, where the Lord split you in peace.